What's even happening in the Utah Jazz right now? I swear I never hear about this team. The last thing I heard about this team was the Donovan Mitchell trade and the Rudy Gobert trade. So what actually is happening with the Utah Jazz, and where are they right now in the NBA? Currently filming this right now, they are the last in the West with a 14-43 record. They do have a promising future, with Lauri Markkanen a future All-Star and 5 first-round picks on the Wolves, which right now isn't looking so good. Well, I mean, at least they're not the Washington Wizards with only 10 wins and basically no future. And how did they go from the first seed in the West, which is the hardest conference, to basically bottom feeders? The Jazz rebuild started on September 1st, 2022, when they traded Donovan Mitchell to the Cavs for Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, and 3 first-round picks. Then, on July 6th, the Utah Jazz sent out Rudy Gobert to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Patrick Beverley and Michael Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, and 5 first-round picks, including the rights to Walker Kessler, who is currently working very well with the young core of the Utah Jazz. And with Jordan Clarkson's ability to be a leader, yes, he is 31 years old, which I thought he was only like 28, 27 years old, but he's currently 31 years old. I now am going to make a list of players on the Utah Jazz which I think can exceed on their role. The first Utah Jazz player I want to talk about is John Collins. He's currently averaging 16 points with 8 rebounds per game. He's also averaging a 56% from the field, and he's also averaging a crazy 40% from the three-point line, even not being known as a three-point shooter. The only real reason I think people overlook him is because he plays for the Utah Jazz. If he played for the Lakers, the Golden State Warriors, Boston, or New York, he would be a megastar with millions of followers. Lauri Markkanen is currently averaging 20 points per game for the Utah Jazz. He clearly is the scorer for the Utah Jazz. Even though Walker Kessler is not even averaging 10 points, he's currently averaging 2.4 blocks per game, which is mega crazy for him at his age. The last player I want to talk about is Keyonte George. He is probably one of my favorite players on the Jazz of even all time. He's currently averaging 17 points in his second year and just scored 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists against Portland. If Lauri Markkanen doesn't work out, he clearly is the next person up. Now I'm going to talk about their future and what the Jazz could accomplish in like 10 to 5 years. They're a top 3 team with the most picks and their most own picks. And I see 2 to 3 eventual All-Stars on their team right now. Eventually, when the players are old enough, I think they could make a big move and become a playoff contender again. The only thing I think is holding them back is their management. The Jazz have been known as one of the worst NBA teams of all time. They've never won a championship. They've gone to the finals, I think, 2 to 3 times, and they've never won a championship. Yeah, I hope you liked it, and please subscribe and like, because these videos take a long time.